Later. Guys, great job in this. And I've read the book. I've seen the movie twice, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I saw it on the junket, and I was there that weekend, and then I saw it again yesterday because it's changed. So.
What'd you think?
Yeah,
The
I was
last 5
happy with
minutes.
the second version.
Second
But I've
version.
read the book too, right? So
So you know how it ended.
I'm a
right?
Nicholas Sparks sucker. Are
She-
you guys?
Yes. I mean, I don't know really who is. It's very
Not so much the
cathartic.
books, but I get around to the movies. I just don't get around to the books.
Yeah.
Well, what was the last movie that made you just like bawl like a baby?
Brothers.
Um,
That was tough.
Finding Neverland for some weird reason. I remember like crying my eyes out on the plane watching it and being like, and the guy looking next to me like, I'm just like, I don't know.
Don't you hate that on the plane when you're bawling?
Yeah, it's such. You look like a freak.
Marley and Me.
Oh yeah.
was
I couldn't
like-
watch that movie. The movie was like it was too depressing for me. I had to
Oh,
turn it off.
animals dying
It's
is
tough.
just
It's
sorry.
very
I
tough.
just don't want to see it.
Don't go there.
In this film, you two had instant chemistry. I mean, Savannah and John, obviously, they see each other. There's something there. What was it like when you guys met? Did you have that kind of instant chemistry too?
Right away, I liked him so much. I was like, God, he's so grounded. He's so that guy that you want to be around, like because he's funny and casual and doesn't take much seriously. That's really important.
Thank you, man. Same. Look, she walked in, and we were really excited to just even get to meet her, for her to come in. And I think as soon as we all got together, we were all eating lunch, and I don't know, it was just sort of everything just clicked. She just makes everybody laugh, and she's such a free person, that you just wanna be around her.
And she sings to you.
I wish she sang more
He's
to
a
me.
fan of my voice. He makes me feel really good about it.
I wish she would sing more, a lot more.
Well, I'm a fan of your voice too. I've told you this before, and you wrote the song. I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty amazing. Are we going to get a soundtrack or an album from you soon?
No.
Why, Amanda?
I'm not really a songwriter. I just happened to write a few songs while I was in Charleston because I was so inspired by. It really was just the romance of being in a beautiful old city. But I don't sit at my piano and write songs all day. I mean, I wish I did. If I did, I would definitely write an album. But it's okay. It's not really something I think it would be boring for me.
Well, you did that was a
Thank
really
you.
beautiful song, by the way. You did a great job. Letter writing, it's kind of a dead art these days, everyone texts and emails and stuff, but getting a letter, there's just nothing like it.
I agree.
How do you guys feel about that? Do
You know,
you even
Wish
write
it
anymore?
existed. I don't. Definitely haven't. For
I don't
3 years.
even remember ever writing and actually posting and sending a letter that wasn't like a check, or something like
Yeah,
that.
I didn't have something.
But I do write notes and stuff. Like I'll write notes and leave them around for my wife or something. Like for Christmas, I wrote her a story and gave it to her as a present. Because she asked me to.
That's the best kind of present. It really is.
But I don't know if I've ever, especially to someone like that I really cared about, wrote a letter. I don't know. Maybe in college to my high school sweetheart. But
You've got to be inspired in a certain way. I mean, I'm more inspired artistically, so I'll make a card for somebody or I'll paint something. But to write a letter, I just don't feel very confident in my writing skills, and I think that's all it comes down to. I mean, if I knew exactly what I wanted to say and it was all planned out in my head, I would go ahead and do it. But a lot of effort goes into it.
Yeah, and these letters in the film, I mean, they're
And that's all they
passionate.
have, too. I mean, they don't have the connection of being present, to being in the same place.
Yeah. There's so much going on in this film. I could talk for a long time about it, but I think the scene that really struck me the most, and I cried both times I've seen it, was when you're in the hospital with your dad, the character's dad, and oh my God, when you connected with him, what was it like? And first of all, to work with Richard too. I mean, wow.
God, at first it's very, very, you're intimidated because you're like, I haven't done a lot of really, really emotional scenes like that, and you kind of always wonder, you're like, oh God, am I going to be able to get there, or do I even need to get there? I don't know what I know it says, and John breaks down or whatever, he can't, and that's a really weird line to read in a script because you're just like, oh, I know what it says, I wish I didn't sort of have that in my head to expect it, but having someone there like Richard totally makes you forget all that. He's so sort of present and there for you, and which it's the same with the man, and it's the same with, you know, all good actors, you know, they're just, as soon as you get there and you look them in the eyes, you're like, oh, we're just having a conversation, you know, this is just a real situation. And I really think I owe that scene to him, because the moment he brought his hand up, it was just, it ripped my heart out, you know.
Oh. Yeah, it was beautiful.
And he didn't do it on all of them, you know. I think he made a really specific decision to, you know, to do it on one that he thought
it was
one.
very beautiful. Okay, so tips for getting through love scenes. Toughest things you guys have to do when you make a
Alcohol.
movie?
I think you have to laugh through them.
You gotta have a sense of humor if you're gonna make.
Especially him being a newlywed at the time too, right?
I know.
I was engaged.
Okay.
But you were about to. It was just like, it'll never get easy. It'll never be easy. You think that because you're working with someone sort of your age and on your level and someone who's had the same kind of amount of experience, that'll be easier. Oh, it's just awkward. But especially when it's it's very technical. And I know, I'm sure you've heard a million actors say that, but it's true.
Yeah, it's it's choreography in a way, but there is a sort of a comfortable, you know, you want to take care of each other because you're both in it together. And
Yeah,
you're like,
we're both kind of
You're like, this
embarrassed.
is really, it's not easy. It's not an easy thing to do, but, you know, it can be kind of hilarious and fun if you allow it to be that.
Well, you made it work. You made these characters work big
Thanks.
time. You did a beautiful job. And I have to say, nobody wears army fatigues like Channing Tatum. You know, that's it. You can wear them all day long, every day, 24/7. As far
I'm
as
pretty sure the real soldiers wear them a little better than I do. but thank you very
You're good at
much.
pretending.
Yeah, I can pretend like a mother.
You sure can. You guys are great. Nice talking to you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming to
Nice
town.
talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank
Good to
you.
see you again.